Well, I probably should have started this a while ago, but here I am. I don't know if any of y'all are even in here right now, and I really don't care. If you're on YouTube, how's it going, you? How's it going? Yeah, so the FF fam has a general understanding of what we're looking for. If you're not in the FF family, I don't know what to tell you. You got to join the fam. You got to click the link in the bio. You know what I'm saying? And you got to, join the fam, right? Please don't take any of these trades that you see on here. Like this, we've already closed. It would let me fucking delete it. And the US30 I didn't end up taking. But yeah, we have this interest rate here in just a minute. So let's see if we can get any trades off. I hate when this does. This is the worst part about this. Like I just want to see this, and then you scroll me down, and then I can't see it. Okay. Here we go. I'll just stay here. But yeah, the FF family knows what we're looking for. If you aren't a member of the FF family, I really don't know what to tell you other than you should come with us. I will change this around over here. We're not in this anymore. Ayo, if y'all got in this with me, you should close it. Obviously, I messaged that, but let's see. And obviously, I'm hoping for. I'll just share it a little bit. I'm hoping for that push to the upside and then down, but who really knows what's going to happen? I mean, my guess is we're going to get the expected interest rate, but you never know. Oh my God, did it really do me like that? Okay, yeah, we got what we expected. So I'm expecting downward movement on everything. That's why we got out of here. So the first thing we can look for is if this is the true move, we can look at this area, look for it to break. And when you have that break, you should have a retest of that, take us down to around here. We have our other areas that we're looking to possibly sell from. We will see what happens. How's it going, fam? 80 all in here with us right now. I know I sent the link out very late and the music's kind of loud. Hold on. But yeah, we're here. See if we can make some more money today. We already made a good amount. I'm gonna get rid of this just for now. Put a US30 over here on this screen. So yeah, let's see what we have happen. Hope you guys are all having a great week so far. Oh shit, did I share the wrong link in this thing? Yeah, I think I did. Oh man, I don't have the YouTube opened up. I can't see if there's any comments there. Oh well, probably not. No one cares about me on YouTube. So yeah, we got what we were expecting on the interest rate. So we should have a bullish dollar as usual, which should push gold down, and pretty much the same with US30, but US30 can get a little bit tricky with interest rates. So with that being said, I'm probably just going to focus on gold. right here. So that could still get cleared. Once we get another break below that US30, we should be able to try and sell it. Yeah, so basically what I'm looking for here on gold is a continued downward movement and then a retest of it where I would sell if we don't get, further upside. For instance, if we clear this no wick and we see nice price action and entry area, I would look to sell that, right? I would look to sell somewhere around here. I'd like to keep the stop nice and tight, but we have news, so I probably would just use the prior high, and then I'd look to target that 1905 level. Same with US30, right? Looking for that break. We had got active a little bit over here on this break. We took a buy right there, and then same with the sell. At least I sent that in the room. If you guys didn't take it, it's on you. I sent GN and GA, which also prior to news, you guys should all know, put your shit at break even. You broke the lows, you had a rejection, you had a second time. So that's 2 times you could have gotten out with good profits. Here on GA, I didn't get active. I got active on GN. I know we were looking for that 38. We came to 6.1 and then fell maybe 20 pip. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't really get active there. I got active on GN. But let's see if we can get anything over here, right? As always, you don't got to rush a trade. If you rush a trade, chances are you're not going to have the best success rate. 6.1 again. Yeah, after I hopped out of the buy, fam, that I sent from down here, once I hopped out up here, I didn't really think to sell because as I wanted to see, I wanted to see if we could have collected these highs right here. That's why I had sent that 34 sell limit, which at this rate most likely won't get hit, at least right now. So we'll wait to see if we can see that expedited downward movement. And if you get that, what you should be able to see is something right about this level, which if you pull it over, right, you had the same kind of area, right? You had support here, you broke that support, you retested it, you came all the way down. Then once you broke back above it, you retested that same level. So we know that 1920 is a good support resistance level. So I'm hoping to see us get below it. And then we have that same kind of price action where you get a nice little retest and you're able to sell that with the stop. I don't want to say wherever you want it, but for instance, if I was buying this break, if I bought anywhere here, right, I would have put my stop at that wick, right? Just like if I was selling over here, right? I probably wouldn't have went with that just because it's 20 pips. I probably would have pulled it up to that next candle and made it 37 pips, right? So basically that's what I'm expecting here. And US30, same thing, right? I don't know how to make it any simpler than that, right? Here's an example of where we had taken that sell from earlier. And that was the same kind of thing, right? You had a support right here. See, grabbing into it, you can verify it with over here, right? All right, yeah. Support, resistance, same kind of thing. You broke above it, you retested it. So you broke it, you retested it, got a little sell off there. We're still retesting it. So I'll be honest, you could go for a risky entry right around here with your stop above here. And I would risk probably me 0.25%. I would not be risking a lot just due to the fact that, we just had interest rate and we have a speech coming up, which honestly might be started right now. I'm going blank on the times, but it's just not a time when you need to look, you're getting pushed to the upside. Fuck it. Let her do its thing. You know what I mean? But as always, any trades I'd be entering today after this interest rate, which just happened, would be very low risk, And I would be fine with that. If you're not fine with that, wait till you can trade with a better, with more risk, right? We just cleared that 15-minute no wick. So be honest, I am getting interested in this. What I really need to see though is a 15-minute close below that no wick, right? Because if you close above it, it's just going to tell me you'll probably retest the income higher, right? And could you make that make sense with a fib, like a 61 or something? You definitely could. We have a daily level, which was broken, and you could expect a retest from, right? You had over here, you had a daily sell level, which you broke above, right? And so look what happened when you broke above that, right? So you broke above it. So it's here, right? You broke above it, fucked around with it, made it a little bit of support resistance. So you can easily come back to that. You also have, as I just showed you, that 61% right there. And then you can most likely make this trend line make sense with it. You'd want to close below it. Some people might say, no, use the top wick. Okay, use the top wick. It only makes more sense. I don't have all that in there because my chart already looks like my child got into it with a coloring book. But that's fine. If it makes sense for me, if it works for me, then I'm going to do that. Right. And as I mentioned, I'm not in this cell yet. So if you're watching on YouTube, or even if you're here with the fam, the fam, if I get in something, you're going to get it in the Discord. YouTube, probably not going to tell y'all specifically, because at the end of the day, we don't offer financial advice. We're just telling you how we feel. Don't know what happened with music, but that's all right. I mentioned I'm not in this yet, so don't get your panties in a wad. Well, maybe I will see my 34. A little strange. This song is. Get that little Z level up in there. That would be fantastic too. Waste just sent basically the same thing I was talking about that 34 and a sell, which I had sent you guys a limit for. So we shall see. I think that Z will line up somewhat. Yeah, that 88 right at that 31. Now that's another area I would possibly short. But you get that high up and it's like, fuck, just wait for that 34. I really hope I didn't cuss within the first 15 seconds. I know that YouTube's getting all wild with that, which I think is stupid. Basically our TP there. Man, I'm really, really interested in this. Fam, you know that I sent y'all on Discord if you didn't see it. Really just waiting for this close. As long as we get the close below it, I most likely will go for it. So take that with what you want. And I wouldn't be using this high as a stop just because it's too tight for me. I know how easy it could get manipulated. I would use these last two right here, and then I would pull it up just a little bit. I like zeros and fives, right? So if it's 93, I'm gonna round it up to 95. You could even round it up higher, but I'm not doing that. That's a little bit too much for me. Some of these songs, Harrison. We close below it, so y'all know what that means. If that's your fancy. Looks like another really decent area to sell here, but I don't know how interested I would be in selling two USD pairs here at the same time, but sometimes you gotta, you know, risk it for the biscuit. Probably should check the YouTube comments, but I don't have that open anymore. Oh, wow. Press conference starts in 12 minutes. Always take your profits whenever you're happy. Reduce your risk on this if you want, whether you pull it to the high or whether you break even it. That's really on you. I personally would do one or the other, though. I wouldn't just leave it with that 70 pip stop loss now that we've seen already. Now that we've seen, already 75 pips, if you end up fucking around here again, just get a different entry, have your partials taken, throw your stop up there, throw your stop at break even, it's never good to have too much exposure in the market, right? You never want to tell yourself, fuck, I wish I was out of the market. You'd rather say, fuck, I wish I was in it, right? But you never want to be like, fuck, I wish I would have gotten out, right? At least that's me and how I like to trade. I don't want to ever be thinking, oh my God. Hello, I'm a little busy right now. Can I call you in like 20 minutes? All right, and bye. Ciao. I miss you too. Yeah, you never want to be telling yourself, fuck, I wish I would have gotten out of the market. If you have a gut feeling, go with your gut. How many times are you your wrong advisor, right? Not many. If you think your girl's cheating on you, she probably is. You know what I mean? Because at the back of your mind, you haven't been giving her that good whatever, right? So if a trade's telling you, oof, I don't know about it, then get out. For instance, you guys, if you know me, I have an algo that trades for me, right? I trade too, but I have an algo for nice little passive gains, 0.4, 0.6% a day. I closed $200 loss with this news because it had bought US30. It started buying it like right here. It missed the TP. It started buying some more. And I was like, I don't think we're going to go higher. So I closed a loss. That's fine. My gut told me that my manual trading is telling me we're going to go lower. So why would I want to turn a $200 loss into a, $600-700 loss, right? And at the end of the day, right, it had already made about $350 today. So it wasn't an overall loss, but that's just an example that I can give you folks is, your gut, your mind is your best advisor, right? A lot of you might think, oh, my girlfriends, my boyfriends, that's weird. My girlfriends or my dudes, my bros are going to tell me how to fix this problem with my girl or how to whatever the fuck problem. You go to your boys or you go to your girls if you're a female, right? But most of the time you should be talking with your mind, right? If your mind's not right, then that's where your issues lie. So don't overcomplicate things for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say it's going to be easy to trade or easy to make money. It's the hardest way to make easy money. But once you learn how to do it, once you learn your strategy, once you perfect your strategy, the hardest part is not getting in when you want to because it doesn't follow certain conditions, right? For instance, I passed another funded account today, right? And I got the login for the second phase 30 minutes later. You know how badly I wanted to enter these trades in that, but I know the way I trade, I like to give it just a little while because if I've already made, say, let's check. 0.9% today, right? If I were to hit a small loss, that's fine. But I would hate to start a phase 2 out with a loss, right? So I just didn't trade it. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that it's like sometimes it sucks, but if it's gonna keep you going in the long run, 6 years down the line, like myself, then do it. Do whatever makes you that marathon runner and not that 4x100 runner. You feel me? Going to say in my opinion, we need to fix at least 50% of that wick, possibly fill it like what you had over here. So if you see that same kind of, I'm going to guess that's 30. Nah, I was going to say 30 pips, right? So if you see a push of 30 pips and then, somewhere, 1919, it'd be a really good place to take some profits. Even then, that'd be 80 pips. Take some profits, throw your stop at break even, because you never know when something like this could happen. Right back up. All he was doing was really filling that wick. Bada bang, bada boom. Right. Obviously, we really want to see a strong break and then an area for us to add some more cells, if that's your fancy. But if we don't get that, we don't need that. We're not going to push it, right? As long as you got your runner running and then you do the dash like we want all the way down to 1904, right? You get that dash down to 1904, 220 pips, even if you started with a 1 lot, you close 7.5 over here, right? Then that would basically be the easy way to calculate it for yourself. If you're new to this shit, 220 divided by 4, 55 pips. So that 0.25 lot, we would hit like 55 pips on your 1 lot. So that 0.25 would be $550. And you already closed 0.75 for, say, 80 pips, right? That's going to be damn near $1,000, maybe a little bit more, right? And if you're trading a 1 lot, right? I commonly advise people, use 1 to 2 lots on gold if you have a 100K account. Then 100 pip stop loss is $1,000. That's 1%. You can always use less, but don't really want to use more, right? Me personally, I'm not one of those traders who likes to risk more than 1% to trade. And since the stops are hardly ever 100 pips, you would lose 0.3% on this given example, right? I know you see a lot of these traders using 10 lots on a 200 account. It's like, okay, cool. You can do that. That's all you. But do you know how many accounts they burn through before they get funded? And I'm not going to say names or nothing, but just think about it. Realistically, do it. Because if your favorite traders were really doing that, why they don't pop up on the leaderboards? Right? I might be number 20th on my prop fund, on my prop firm of choice, but shit, at least I'm up there. You know what I'm saying? At least I'm up there with my 8% this month. You feel me? So you really got to put your money where your mouth is. If I don't know, I don't really like seeing people drop 10 lots on 200K accounts, because to me that's not consistent when you're risking 2% a fucking trade. But to each his own. Also, not the biggest fan of this bullshit right here. I don't even like that fib. It's fucking weird. If this would have went higher, I would have liked it, but not when it's one candle. Might be time to take a little bit of profits off of the table. If you ask me, it's a little bit something that way you could say, you know what, I put a little bit of money in my pocket. That way I didn't just waste time listening to Pete ramble on and on. You feel me? You feel me? That's on you though. I am going to delete that 34. I'm going to leave that 34 sell limit for now. Just going to reduce the risk. I know you guys know I had a 5 lot on that, which was risking 1% with the stop loss that I had. Well, technically 1% and $500 on top of that. But since I'm already up 1.2% today, or whatever the fuck I said it was, I was fine with that, right? So I'm just going to reduce that risk. That way, maybe I'll probably bring it down to about 0.5%. You know what I'm saying? regardless, we got a nice little 60 pipper there and running 15. Probably saw a max of 25, which is, it's not the best. You feel me? It's really not the best. Nothing to brag about, so we shall see. We got this press conference starting in a minute, which honestly is probably going to get a little hectic. So that's why I said, please, like, reduce your risk, especially if you're really just following this as if I'm telling you exactly what to do. Please reduce your risk just a little bit. Cut a little bit of profits, tighten up your stop loss, right? If you don't choose to do that because you have a different view in your head, that's fine. But if you don't have any view and you just did what I did, please reduce your risk by just a little bit. Please, half, 0.25, whatever it may be. Me personally, I don't want to pull a 75% partial because I really wanted it to be lower, right around here in this 23 area. We haven't had that. Well, we kind of did, but I'm nitpicking it, honestly. So I haven't. Right now, I hate marking up 30-minute levels, but I will just in case. You got a 30-minute level right here. What is the hour looking at? 4 hours. Good. We just really need to break that prior low. As you can see, we have a lot of wickage in this area. All out of wickage. So once you break it, as you can see, once you broke it one time, you just fall, right? Which is another reason why I was expecting 34 to come before a push down, which is another reason to be tight on your risk, because now that you took all of this liquidity with that, it makes more sense to me to take this liquidity and then pop down, right? And possibly even come a little bit higher. I don't expect it, but you never know. On the 1 hour, we really just want to see ourselves close below this clump of bodies. So that level right there, right? You really want to see this hour close below there. If not, if you start to see rejection from that on, say, even a 15, which is right where we are, it's going to get a little hairy, right? I see a lot of traffic to and from that area. So we really want this 15 to close lower, right? Simple. And over here on US30, let's do the same. Go take a look at that 4 hour, see what we got, right? 4 hour, if you look, you technically do have this order block right here. We do have a no wick on the prior 4 hour, which was one thing I was targeting, but with the news, it's fine if we don't want to mess with that for now. You want the same kind of a thing. We got 100 pip running there. We got gold making a new 15-minute low. So that's nice. That's nice, right? But we want to see us break below, as we're saying, which is what we're trying to do right now. 1 hour, we don't have the close yet, so I'm not going to mark nothing up. 30-minute, we do have that 30-minute that 30-minute level right here. But if you look, we came close to it, right? I don't consider that clearing it, but a lot of times you see stuff like that where it's like you come close enough and the market's fine with it. It could just be the weird spread on this particular currency.com chart. Right there, we had a nice little gold push to where I wanted. So please take some fucking partials now, please. Right? Or just risk it for the biscuit and keep the whole shebang open. But I don't know if I'd recommend that. Well, truthfully, now that we have, our US30 just dumping her guts on the floor, it makes a little bit more sense to keep her open. You feel me? Running 186 pip profit right there. Easy money. You heard it here first, folks. And then on that Goldie Woldy right there, we also have a nice, what is that, 50 pip profit. And as I mentioned, please, just I could argue no partials, but look, we also do want we want to close and a retest. So if you don't take your partials, fuck it. I'm taking half partial on both of them. I don't care. You don't want to do it, don't do it. I took half. And now what I'm gonna do, just in case I miss it, I'm gonna throw an alert right here. Hopefully I don't have my 20. Look like a broke hoe, which I'm not. I just have alerts everywhere. And we're gonna wait and see what happens because we're expecting the same thing. And that's where you could get that really big push down, that 250 pip. And if we go over here to the daily and we take a look at what we're seeing, right? Let's get rid of this. So daily, in terms of daily levels, you have a daily level that we have not cleared right here, right? If you look, what I mean by daily level is, well, let's show you, right? For all the folks on YouTube, if there's even any, right? You had a daily level, you had a big push to the upside, right? And at the same time, you had a push to the downside, right? You came back, cleared it, pushed back up, came for that daily level. After that, the next good one I'd really look at, I mean, you have here, you came a lot below it, but I would go here, right? You cleared that, came down, and you can see as you came down, you also cleared that at the same time. So that's like the easy way to tell y'all. You see, you push back up, same supply, demand, whatever you want to call it, area. Then you came back for this area. Then you had this daily level, which was touched twice and then pushed up. You have this daily level, you came to it. Now you have this daily level, which is unchecked. So if we get a break of the prior daily low, which is over here, I'll mark it up for you, losers. PDL, PDL. If you get it, wow, gold is really starting to be a weirdo. So I'm glad that I took my partials. If you break that, you should be able to come down towards here. However, you have a 4 hour, same concept, right? 4 hour that you just cleared. So it could be very possible that you come up for this 4 hour no wick. Another reason to have taken our motherfucking partials. You feel me? It's simple. I'm not going to give you all the whole shebang right now. I am going to throw both my stops at break even because I don't want to lose a single dollar. 28.4. And that's how it's done. You feel me? Gold didn't break that level. It's kind of irritating me a bit. We really want to see where the close is. It still could come all the way back up to the top, which is why I say, I am break even on both of these now. Break even on both. Break even on both with my 50% partials taken, right? It was 180 pip on US30, was 50 on gold. So do the math on that, right? It's 230 pips right there in the span of this live, in the span of 40 minutes, right? Now you don't got to go work for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week if you don't want to, right? Some people, this is another thing. People are like, oh shit, I need to get 8% a month to get funded. Okay. You get funded 200K. Say you make 3.5% that month. You're going to argue with that? You're going to argue? You're going to push yourself for more and more and more when at the end of the day, maybe I don't need all that money. Maybe I don't need to push myself too hard. You feel me? That 3.5, that's $7,000 a month, right? And if you're trying to learn this skill, chances are you're not working a job that you're making $7,000 a month from. No offense, not trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but that's just the reason why you should be happy with what you got. Me personally, I target anywhere from 8 to 12% a month. If I get my 8, I'm happy. If I get 12, I'm done. Done. I don't push 12%. I don't. Right. And look at that. Big rejections after we took our partials, threw our stops at break even, fully out of those trades, no loss. In fact, $7 profit on both on the closure right there. Right. On top of the look, 230 pips. We took half profit, 230 divided by 2. What's that math? 115? 115 pips, right? That's it. That's how I would count it, right? Yeah, it was 180, but with the way I risk, technically I only got 115 pips with my full lot, like hitting as a full lot. That's just fine, right? See what we can get out of this though. Because as we said, we had that 4 hour level right here. I don't know how active I'm trying to get because we have that press conference now, and I also have that that limit set. I don't know how active I'm going to try and get. I'm at this point, I'm waiting for that 34. Um, I'll be honest, there's like a 10, 15, 20% chance we could fall from this level right here. But I don't have a lot of faith in it. So I personally am not gonna go for it. Okay, look, if we get the same kind of respect we have right here, I would, right? If we close below it, I would short with like a 34 stop. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we're gonna break it, head right towards 34. And that's fine, right? As we said, we've been out of the trades. We've been out of the trades, and yeah. Our 34 is about to get hit. There we go. We got our 34 picked up with our low risk. $34 picked up. Already running a little bit of profit. For stop level. Um, look, I can't say for certain that I'm gonna take this right here. I'm probably not gonna take it just due to the fact that I have that 34 limit with low risk that I'm in. Which is why, and look, I haven't entered this. That gold, as we said, lower risk. It's got a wide 90 pip stop because I have it based on taking this liquidity but respecting this high. And say we come somewhere right about here, right? If we respect that 37, I would look to add just a little bit more. But at the same time, the most I am going to lose is 0.45%. So I would go from the current 1.5% profit today down to just above 1%, right? And if that were to happen, motherfucker, I am done for the day. You feel me? No reason to lose back below that 1%. So yeah. We shall see though. I really wanted that break to the downside. I still think it could come, which is why we're gonna be looking for this shit. And obviously, you really do want to watch this level you just broke. Because if you do get a strong close, say like where we're looking to possibly sell, you could expect this, right? So you just want to be cautious. Probably should have used a little bit of risk on that gold sell limit, but it's all right. That's where we're at. We're here. That's where we're at. That's like I say why I was already not really wanting to sell both of them when we did initially. And that's another reason why it held me back from getting in on the US30 because I didn't get in on that. I do have that sell limit. I would love to see that 37 level respected. Oh shit, wrong chart. I would love to see that 37 level respected. That way I get more confirmation for the sell to the downside. We also have 786 right there. But yeah, I'm not over risked. I'm not over risked. I'm not over leveraged. I'm not worried about it. I will be honest, the 1 hour close is gonna be possibly killer for this trade. If we do close above this 35, it's going to get very spicy because what I might look to do is, if you get a retest, really get rid of a lot of my risk just due to the fact that it would be a fresh 1 hour high. And I wouldn't really be a fan of that. And it just means that my prior analysis was just invalid, right? There's nothing wrong with that, right? It happens. You don't have to be right 100% of the time. But yeah, we shall see. Ideally, I would love for this 15-minute to come down hard towards this broken level. And then if it was able to close there, that's when I would be somewhat jumping for joy, because that would make everything a lot juicier for me, right? You see, we already had this liquidity that we have marked up in red. We broke above it. Now it's purple. That we just retested. So that's already first sign that not the best thing to see, I'll be honest with you guys. But yeah, we shall see, this, as I mentioned, the whole entire stream, always watch your risk on days like today. If you were happy with the profit from before, you don't need to get in every single fucking trade. Simple. Even here, we're going a little stir crazy, and that's not the best thing to see. Yeah, I don't trust this trade anymore, which is telling me to just fuck off with US30, because otherwise I'm going to want to try and trade both, and I'd rather have one of them go wrong rather than the two at the same time. So yeah, really just gonna get rid of that for now, right? And then I'm just gonna, I'm gonna let this motherfucker do what this motherfucker wants to do. You feel me? If she decides to take some of my money back, that's the price I pay for playing the game. It's not gonna be nothing too detrimental, so I'm not gonna get all hurt over it. But it's just not exciting to see. But yeah, hopefully you guys learned a little bit of something today. Hopefully you liked what you saw. And if you're looking to get more of this kind of education, the link is in the bio and the description of this video. Check out the Instagram, which has years and years and years of profit and members who have been successfully taught. We have our prop firm link, not our prop firm, but the one we like to use, has a discount. And we have our broker of choice for non-US residents, because of our shitty regulations, that if you deposit 500 or more, you get a free mentorship from. And they also have a deposit bonus. It's generous. It's like, I think it's 50%. So you deposit $500, you get to trade with 750, and you get a free mentorship from us, mentorship access. So, it's a win-win for everybody. They're a fully regulated, what do they call it? STP broker. So you don't have to deal with them sending your shit off to other dealing desks. They're their own dealing desk. So you get the best spreads possible. You get, really the best of both worlds. You get a free mentorship with us. You get Andre, who is our personal FXC customer support dudes. You got any questions, you just hit him up in the chat. He's there to help you, along with me and Oasis, who's over there in the UK. So I really do hope you enjoy what you guys saw today. That's basically going to conclude it for me and my trading today. As you guys know, I am in that sell, right? I could get my booty wiped, which, I would lose a little bit of money, but it's only unreal. Well, it's technically realized profit since I've already, made my profit for the day, but it's not going to give me an overall loss for the day, as it never should. So hopefully you guys are also in the same boat as me, to where you made good amount of money today. And, you're happy with spending the past hour with me. If you aren't, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what to tell you, but yeah. Hope to catch you guys next time. Hope to see you guys on my Instagram, on our Instagram, some new follows, whatever it may be. But yeah, just for the fun of it, let's see what US30 is doing. If I'm being truthful, this whole area right here is a big sell zone, but like I said, I'm not down to risk it, right? I'm not down to risk it. If we get respect for this level, I would look for a little retest and then a sell then, because this area right here, you should be able to get a retest of that area at some point. I don't know if it's going to be now or later or what, but that area you should get a retest of, right? So if we're given something where you have price action similar to here, right, where you have a big rejection, another rejection, 2 in a row, I might go for the third with the stop above, but I don't know yet. So I can't say. We might come and clear that liquidity first. I don't know. I'm going to be patient, and I'm going to just, let the patience pay me. So yeah, I hope you guys had a wonderful day today. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week. And we really do hope to see some of you new faces here at FF, whether it's just on the Instagram, whether it's on the team, whatever it may be. We hope to see some of you guys soon. And I really do hope you enjoy the rest of the